Hello everyone, today we're gonna be watching Rein from Virtus Pro, who's like rank 140 in Europe. That puts him around 15k MMR. He's gonna be playing Jakiro position 5 and we're gonna watch his replay and try to learn from him. There's gonna be some commentary on the replay. I'm not gonna be talking much, we will be mostly watching the replay. If I have anything to say, I'm just gonna say it. But other than that, we're just gonna watch something that you cannot watch on your own right now, which is pro level pop replays. I feel like they are very strong level 1, so they can do this kind of move. What a stun. So the mid laner gets the first blood, that basically is the best possible outcome of this. He's playing very strong lane with SF position 1. Okay, it's a Warlock position 4. I think there was a switch up because there's a Tide Hunter on the top lane. Notice how Warlock was late to the lane and Jakiro is playing on the left side, so he makes sure Warlock is not allowed to approach the small camp and block it. He's got the small camp, so he's gonna pull. I don't think it's gonna be full pull. Yeah, he gets 3 creeps. He gets level 2 of this pull, so he's allowed to play very aggressive right now. That's so much damage. He's gonna pull again as the lane is pushing. This time doesn't matter, he can pull all the creeps there. He prioritizes blocking the big camp instead of going for the Lotus, which is interesting for me. I feel like in a way Warlock wants to play, it's fine, because Warlock wants to push wave and then just pull it back. Okay, he takes the creeps. It's kind of interesting. I'm assuming he's gonna TP out now. Yeah. So basically what happens, like this TB uses meta and then Jakiro drags the creeps. In a way that you don't have to approach the lane when the meta is up. And now SF is free to farm again. I'm not sure how much of it was on purpose and it just went like this, but I think it worked out fine. So at no point of the game the Dire team had no big camp for them to use. Should be a kill. Nice. They didn't block the camp. Not sure how much of it was just a mistake on his part or he wants to SF, let SF farm it at this point. He's leaving the kill or he's the carry. Warlock was missing for a while, so yeah, I think he's moving towards the stacks. Okay, there's no stack, no stacks then. Okay. So he approached the triangle. At this point he's at the mid lane, so he's gonna try to dive for Shaker around level 6 timing of the mid laner. So basically the rune is secured because of it, and then the catapult is still there, so they can put some pressure on the tower as well. It's going back bot lane. I'm gonna speed up a bit, because the most important part is the 6 minutes. He's pinging the XP rune. He's not going for this one. Okay, he's just gonna TP for his own, as there's a fight going on mid. He doesn't want to lose it. Right now he's level 5, so he can put more pressure on the towers even. Finds a ward. Pretty interesting place to place a sentry, I would say. I would place it on the lane. And that's another reason why I'm watching this replay. Wants to connect to his mid laner, because he's strong right now, has the ultimate. They just bring numbers, and that's how it works. They don't even need tide right now. A long fight, but there's another rune for the mid laner. As for the Shaker, you see him on the ward. Do they still go for it? Yeah, freebie it seems, yeah. He's going for solar Crest. It's not a surprise for me. In the patch where SF was like the meta hero, it was very good practice to just get a solar crest as the first item, as the item is making your carry like he has another item. So basically what happens when you get solar crest is like your first big item, and then the carry has two items at this point. So if you have a solar and enemy doesn't, it's like your carry has one item more than the enemy carry, which is making the game way harder to win. It obviously works for the right click carries. It was the patch with Alchemists, SFs, I think was the last one, I believe. That was unfortunate, but they still get the towers, so. Notice how Tide is still on the top lane and just farming, and they go as 4. Ooh. Ooh, that's unlucky. He's farming the camps that Terrorblade wants to farm. So in a way he's stealing far off Terrorblade. And again, he's doing that again. Basically as a support, it's very important for you to take the dangerous farm. The farm that your cores don't want to go for. Because in that way you get the gold, enemy doesn't, and then if eventually you die, which is gonna happen at some point, it's fine. Because you took a lot of farm at this point. And then you die as far as from the base as possible. Notice how often he's playing towards his mid lane as soon as he has the ultimate. Okay, he finds the Terror Blade on scan for the XP rune. They get this kill. Yeah. So great smoke, they get XP rune and a kill out of it. So notice how they ignore Morphling in a way, but you cannot be on the 3 lanes. And as long as your cores have a good game and their cores don't, it's fine. Because Morphling is not gonna solo carry this game. By the time they are ready to push the high ground, it's like Morphling won't be ready to 1v9 the game. Even if he has free farm right now. So what I'm assuming they will be doing is they get the Solar Crest and then they go high ground. It's 15 minutes. Tormentor is possible. Yeah, he's pinging it right now, and his team is not close, so. They take over triangle. There's no way he kills him. Okay, he does. Okay. Morphling shows up. Tide is also there. Nice kill. Okay, it's a bad fight. They still have an advantage. Okay, they find yes. Okay, they kill yes. It's decent then, I guess. I think what's gonna happen is they won't actively search for opening right now, as there's no Ravage at this point. On the other hand, there's a Solar Crest, so he's gonna click it off cooldown on SF. Once again, he's taking the dangerous farm. Yeah, Dire has everything right now, and they don't have Ravage, so. As well as SF's ultimate. Okay, they do now. Sees a ward placed by AA. The Ravage should be up soon. 20 seconds, okay. Should be ready to fight again. SF got his BKB at this point. He has the Solar Crest, so I think it's possible for them to just click the buildings. Very deep. Okay, they get the kills. It's very deep, but it wasn't punished. They weren't ready for this. Okay, so he's still going for the caster build on SF, but has lasting presence facet and then has a Solar Crest, so he still hits hard. So no Ravage again. I don't think they will be trying to fight right now. But on the other hand, I think they can just click the building on the mid lane. There's a tier 2 still to be gotten. Another experience steal, perhaps. Oh, that's a nice thunder, you know. It's fine def. So that's the second Expiron they actually contest. And they actually get it as well. Meanwhile, SF is killing people in the top lane. This game seems to be over at this point. They have 12k advantage. And there's no Jakiro right now, so they cannot really push high ground as he's a big part of their push. There's no SF, and then sorry, there's no Jakiro, so he doesn't have a solar on SF, and then he doesn't have liquid fire for the tower. It's coming, but they are alive again. They have Ravage. I'm interested to see if they go high ground or they just go rush. Yeah, he's pinging Roshan. Still very afraid of their contest. He scan. Yeah, it's a safe Roshan. Oof, the SF net worth and then the solar crest is like huge. So he's like over 4,000 ahead of Morphling, but then with the solar it's even more. Not even interested in fighting anymore. I think the game's over. Seems to be right. Ping and Shaker because that's the only thing that saves the game still. At least for a moment. Shaker's behind. Okay, he blinks away. That means basically the game's over. For another blink he won't have time to defend the base. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this kind of content, just let me know in the comments and remember to like the video. See you next time.